PNGDF week set for September. YWAM undergoes upgrade. And the NASFUND reopens Boroko branch. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Waira. Thank you for joining us. The Papua New Guinea Defence Force Week is set to eventuate in the first week of September and is expected to bring together soldiers, aviators, ships, aircrafts, bands and musicians from 10 different countries.
During the launch of the program today at Murray Barracks in Port Moresby, Defence Minister Dr. Billy Joseph confirmed the 10 participating nations are Australia, New Zealand, France, Tonga, Fiji, Vanuatu, India, Japan, United Kingdom and United States of America. Dr. Billy outlined the PNGDF week will demonstrate the strong relationship that PNGDF has with many regional and international militaries.
SIP visits from partner navies with open days for public. That will be from the 2nd to the 3rd of September. Fleet review where PNGDF and partner navies will sail past APEC House for review by the Governor General of PNG. And that will be on the 4th of September. A military tattoo over 2 nights at Sir Hubert Murray Stadium, encompassing military drills, music, pyrotechnics, and cultural performance.
The Operation Plantibalus will also take place during the PNGDF week, which Australia, New Zealand and France will be sending a number of fixed-wing and rotary transport aircraft to support the PNGDF week. This program will see aircraft deliver cargoes including medical supplies, educational supplies, building equipment across PNG regional centers free of charge.
We'll also undertake Operation Plantibalus. This operation will leverage the 5 to 6 aircraft and helicopters to undertake a range of tasks for the central government, which is the PNG, government of PNG, provincial governments and non-government organizations.
Minister Billy headed that the Air Transport Wing, along with the partner air forces, have also planned to conduct a static display of aircraft during the week on the 7th of September.
An air show over Ella Beach, displaying PNGDF aircraft, partner nations aircraft, fast jets, Air Niugini, and other civilian aircraft. That will be also on the 6th of September. A static display of aircraft at the Air Transport Wing at the Jackson's Airport. That will be on the 7th of September. And an official evening function for PNGDF.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Minister for Defense Dr. Billy Joseph highlighted that Papua New Guinea Defence Force has been a key instrument of government in various military supports that includes defending the nation and its territory since its rising in 1973.
The Minister for Defense was sharing his reflection today at the launch of PNGDF Week. Despite the shortcomings, Minister Billy stated the PNGDF has played many pivotal roles.
Assist PNG of civilian authorities in our country in terms of disaster, national emergencies, and to restore public order and security. And the 4th mandate is to participate in national development tasks as directed by the government.
As Papua New Guinea looks into celebrating the 50th anniversary, he reminded the people of Papua New Guinea of the many partners that have supported the country.
We have had friends who have worked with us and have lent a hand in times of our need. Australia, our oldest and closest friend, has always been here to support whenever we need them. And with them, the US, New Zealand, Indonesia, Japan, France, and our Asian and Pacific neighbors have always been there to support when we needed them.
He expressed the PNGDF has maintained its mandate. The PNGDF has been maintaining law and order and peace in highly vulnerable situations.
For that, our country and people must be proud of. This can be seen by the force-maintained presence at our international land borders and the patrols of our exclusive economic zones.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The Australian and PNG governments have committed funds to help rural services in PNG. As part of Australia's commitment to supporting PNG's Youth with a Mission, or YWAM ships, it will be refurbishing to serve rural communities.
The refurbishment of the Youth with a Mission ship, or YWAM, has gained support from the Australian and PNG government. The Australian government has committed $4 million Australian dollars to ensure YWAM continues to do its operations to help rural communities in providing basic health services. Australian High Commissioner Owen McDonald said Australia will continue its partnership with PNG and provide support.
Today, what you're seeing is Australia and PNG side by side and step by step in relation to this particular initiative of YWAM, and you can be assured as we move forward together, we will continue to do that step by step as equal partners here in PNG and Australia.
Co-patron for YWAM Charles Abel added that the ship needs to be refurbished to continue its medical services to communities in PNG. Representing the Prime Minister, Minister for Foreign Affairs Justin Tachenko said both governments will continue to support YWAM for extending services to the rural communities.
And with the Australian government's support, working in partnership with Papua New Guinea, we will continue to support the good work that you are doing for the benefit of our people. That's the most important thing. And ensuring our people are healthy and strong and able and to be productive parts of our community.
As their last medical outreach to Western Province, the ship will head to Philippines for maintenance. Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
YWAM brings 2.2 million kina health services delivered to the rural parts of PNG since 2009. Last week was their last medical outreach to Western Province as the ship will head to Philippines for maintenance.
Over 35% of the volunteers are from Papua New Guinea. The YWAM medical ship's goal is to work together with local health systems to see healthy lives in communities for a healthy nation. YWAM ship has been a helpful tool in connecting and building solutions together for the people. The ship returned from its medical outreach from Western Province last week of 6 weeks deployment to Western Province. About 76 people were tested for TB and 6 were positive with TB. Campus manager for YWAM Medical Ship, Anna Scott, highlighted the aim for the outreach.
We did primary health care, including immunisations, antenatal care and outpatient services, as well as we did testing for tuberculosis and helped get patients on treatment alongside local health workers. And we also had community education teams that would go out and do education on basic health promotion topics.
Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
National Superannuation Fund reopened its client service center in Boroko, Port Moresby today. This marks the return of one of its recognized and historically significant branches.
During the reopening of the branch, NASFUND CEO Rajiv Sama said the project reflects the fund's long-term commitment to investing in infrastructure that directly improves the member experience.
Is equipped with the latest innovation and technology. When the members come here, they have a queuing system, which is a digital queuing system. When they come, they can get a ticket and get served for the purpose they have. Using WhatsApp appointment service, they can book the appointment and come to the branch just 5 minutes prior to the designated time and get served and go back. So not only we have a better refurbished branch, it is equipped with the best technology.
The redesigned center includes a member chamber with capacity up to 180 people, 8 service centers, private interview rooms, and a new internal conference space. The facility also features upgraded electrical and IT systems. Chairperson of NASFUND, Tamzin Wadley, said the branch will play a key role in keeping its services accessible and reliable.
To our staff that will be working here in Boroko, I hope the refurbished branch delivers everything you need to ensure that we can deliver our ongoing great service to our members. I ask our staff and our members to look after this investment into the future.
Meanwhile, the CEO revealed that the redevelopment project of the branch cost 4 million kina. Pakatambua National MTV News.
More than 10,000 people from Poraba village in Central Province have expressed concerns relating to their ancestral land.
The community, through the Poraba Besina Association, raised concerns yesterday, stating that they want an immediate stop on what has been happening at Konebada Park Zone area, formerly Potion 578 at Konebada Junction, Erie West and surrounding lands belonging to the people of Poraba.
There is so much land grabbing by individuals with money and business entities with no proper physical plan in place. We have seen reports of land being acquired through illegal and corrupt deals. We want an immediate stop to what is happening at Potion 578 in the surrounding area.
The villagers said they were never properly consulted as to how they were going to benefit from the developments, and they have been suffering on their own land.
A permanent damage has been caused to the marine ecosystem. All this lacks any sense of government environment conservation.
A 60-year-old woman expressed her challenges.
Go and try to go into our land, cut firewood. And most of the people are selling land now illegally because they cannot buy their false paper. They cannot remove us from our land that we inherited from our great-grandparents.
She hopes that the responsible government authorities will address their issues. The vice president of the Poraba Besina Association, Kauna King Gao, expressed a similar concern, stating that later in the week a petition will be submitted to local MP Kit Iduhu regarding the matter.
We want answers. We want answers from the national government. That petition is focusing on that, to have a round table discussion. On the round table, they have to give us the answers.
Lauren Jimal, National MTV News.
National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
flash, we're ready to go.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
Join us weekly on MTV News A Closer Look, the current affairs program that brings you insight for the latest on education, health,
appealing to all the residents.
Business,
They launched its VPN,
politics,
to infiltrate into our systems.
sports, and more.
As we observe the preparations for the women's.
A Closer Look, Sunday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. Locals share that access to fresh water is still a challenge for people in Poraba village.
Located along the coastline of Central Province with number of developments happening in the area, the locals are still facing water problem as they depend on rainwater and the water truck from the city which they pay for.
Striving to survive for water. So my appeal to all the leaders, we even came to the stage of organizing a stakeholder meeting and asking those authorities to help us try to host it, but there was no response.
With the rapid population increase, the villagers are calling on their local leaders to assist them to reconnect water supply to the community.
To water PNG, it was gone. After that, it was gone. There's no work done. We are still suffering, no water. Rainy season is gone. Now everybody is suffering again. Thank you very much.
With climate change and the sea level rising, the community is planning to relocate to Konebada Park Zone area on their ancestral land.
So we think that we need to be relocated and restored. And the ideal place is Konebada Park Zone area. 2693 is unallocated from the time until now, but whatever happened is all illegal. So we claiming the land to be given back to us. So we will build our township there, Vanire Topore Township, so that our people that can enable to build proper infrastructures, physical planning, so our people will access clean water, electricity, proper sanitation, and sewerage.
Lorraine Jimal, National MTV News.
Education Secretary Dr. Uke Kombra says the Department of Education has already released the government tuition fee subsidy for terms 1 and 2. The department is now working towards term 3 GTFS.
With the second school term in the country coming to a close this week, the Secretary for Education, Dr. Uke Kombra, revealed that for term 2, schools will only have 1 week break. The second week will be pushed to term 3 holidays in September. This is to give students time to partake in the independence celebrations. Meanwhile, Dr. Kombra said the department has taken a major change this year into having all provinces do their own input of the roles into the payroll system with the aim to have a fast system. However, this was not achieved this year. The department aims to improve this next year. Malinta Yopolo, National MTV News.
Meanwhile, Secretary Kombra said the Department of Education will confirm the number of science, technology, engineering and mathematics students for 2025 towards the end of July.
Other distinguished guests.
Secretary Combra said the department is finalizing the number of student selections, number of scholarships to offer, and is in discussions with the respective institutions and country. He said before the end of July, the department will confirm the total number of students that will be taking the June scholarships for next year. Dr. Combra noted there will be scholarship opportunities for social sciences students under the Humanities, Arts and Science or S curriculum. He said a technical team has been instructed to work on the S curriculum, and once the components of this curriculum are fully developed, S will come on stream. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
The Climate Change and Development Authority 3-day workshop for provincial planners started yesterday. This is to have skills and knowledge necessary to mainstream climate change into sectorial development plans. The workshop is for provincial planners from Manus, Autonomous Region of Bougainville, Morobe, East New Britain and Milne Bay. These are the provinces that host the Building Resilience to Climate Change pilot projects. Mineral resources and energy sectors continues to produce professionals. This was revealed by the president of Papua New Guinea Chamber of Resources and Energy, Anthony Smare.
Mr. Smare said the resources and energy sector has significantly contributed to the development of the nation by producing some of the talented professionals in the field. He said Papua New Guineans are being employed in highly paid jobs in oil and gas mining projects around the world. Mr. Smare said these professionals, such as engineers, geoscientists, technicians and others, were trained locally. He said projects in the country, such as Porgera, Lihir, PNGLNG, Kutubu, Oktedi and others, play a big role in that space.
I'm so proud of what our industry has done for our country, not just in saving lives and extending lives and educating our people, in supporting the development of all the different demographics, particularly women, through our country. But also when you look around the world, you go to the ice fields of Canada and the plains of Mongolia, you will find a Papua New Guinean working in all those projects. You go into all the mines of Western Australia, and you will find at least 2 Papua New Guineans in every mine in Australia. This is the product of an amazing resource sector that has built Papua New Guineans, invested them, and then shared them with the world. As we take our Papua New Guinean grit, but combine it with the experience and the expertise we've developed in our own projects to go now and to fertilize the rest of the world.
He urged young Papua New Guineans who have just graduated and those that are still in school to value the sector and pursue careers.
Regardless of whether you have grown up in a village or in a settlement or in a middle-class suburb or which part of the country you come from, you see that there is a role for you in this sector. Whether it's working directly in a project or whether it's supplying goods or supplying your expertise or any other opportunity that you have to participate. As you build this sector, you build the country and you build yourself and your families.
Meanwhile, Mr. Smare has encouraged students and youths to attend the PNGCO Resources Exhibition, which will be held at the APEC House in Port Moresby on the 7th of July to the 25th. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
SP Brewery has launched its limited edition packaging for SP Lager to celebrate Papua New Guinea's 50th independence anniversary. The new SP Lager can was displayed during the launching at the Port Moresby head office yesterday.
Managing Director for SP Brewery, Ed Wegermans, said the limited edition packaging and the Born and Raised campaign are part of SP Brewery's broader effort to engage consumers during the independence celebrations.
SP Lager has been around since 1952, so that's even pre-independent. So we were there on this whole journey that the nation has made. And I think one big part of the campaign that you'll see when it comes out is that yes, we of course look to the past, but that's why we say cheers to the next 50 years, is because we are forward-looking. And we want SB Lager to continue playing this.
Marketing manager for SP, Lawrence Akanufa, said the new packaging features special designs on green can, stubby bottles, and its secondary packaging such as six-packs and cartons.
It's not like our current packaging. This will be in market and available it's zipping into market now and will be available until after independence. But it's really about capturing all the joy that is involved in the occasions through the liquid. So you will see on the can here, it's fully green, but in the stencil of the SP.
Mr. Wegerman said the campaign is designed to highlight SP Lager as a cultural connector and a symbol of unity for Papua New Guineans. Pakatambua National MTV News.
And now we take a look at the NASFUND market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2430 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, Euro kina was buying $0.2355 US, 0.3591 Australian dollars, 0.1971 euro, 33.77 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading lower, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed lower, copra closed higher, palm oil closed unchanged, crude oil is trading higher, copper closed higher. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading higher, the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFUND. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
They prey on the living and come by the thousands. They will not stop until they get what they want. From the producers of malaria, dengue, and yellow fever comes a plague that will not and cannot be stopped unless it's sapped. To stop them dead with SAP mosquito coils, out now at your local supermarket. Rated deadly.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Tonight on Sports Scene, we talk SP Sports Awards night and we speak to the Darts Federation about the upcoming COC.
But darts is a sport that is played from the rural villages right up to the main cities. It's played by everyone.
Sports Scene tonight at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. Chief Freeman Martin Tamu, who is one of the contestants for Kendall Ward 4 of Yalabu Urban Local Level Government, has raised a concern on how Yalabu Town Authority should be governed.
Our leader must come in charge now. Kirabim Yalibu Bloyumin good.
Chief Freeman Martin Tamu said Yalibu Urban consists of 16 council wards. Chief Tamu stated that after the LLG election, those mandated councillors must run the affairs of Yalibu Town in a transparent manner. He said people need honest and reliable leaders to run the affairs of the district to maintain accountability and transparency going forward. Chief Tamu said during the colonial era, leaders and people abided by the rule of law and code of conduct unlike today. He elaborated that this is not the case today. Corruption is prevalent in all sectors of government and development is still stagnant. He concluded that 2025 local level government election is crucial for the third-tier government and responsibility is now with the people to choose their right candidates to carry out the task. Edward Luke, National MTV News, Mount Hagen.
The Pacific International Hospital branch in Mount Hagen has taken an initiative to partner with the RPNGC members to provide a free clinical checkup focusing on high blood pressure and sugar level.
According to the Provincial Police Commander Chief Superintendent John Sagom, a total of 425 police officers from different units on the ground will be checked today and tomorrow. Clinical Manager Julie Pusal highlighted that PIH has operated in Mount Hagen for 4 years, and one of their initiatives is to build a partnership with the police officers in the province to help them with free checks. Ms. Pusal said police are busy addressing law and order problems in the province and often forget their health. She advised the police officers on the clinical checkups.
We are doing this. After this one, you will actually know your medical status. We are doing your BP, we are doing your sugar level. It will help you to know your status. After here, you will know where you are. Doctor will advise you, having free consultation with doctor. That is all to make sure that you are all fit so that you can go back to what you do best for our people.
She encouraged the officers to consume healthy food when out on duty.
And our encouragement to you all, policemen and women of this province, Western Islands, please, we have good food here. If we are on duty travel, if we travel out, or if we are busy getting stuck in our work, please make sure we eat the right type of food.
Meanwhile, Provincial Police Commander Chief Superintendent John Sagom expressed that this is the first of its kind experience from his officers.
This is the first of its kind, which we have seen here in the province. Normally, when we have big operations like the national general elections, our troops go in for medical checkup. But this one is sort of like a unique one, whereby my men and women really engage in the respective duties, but they were called in to do medical checkup.
PPC Sagom said officers from the Rural Command in 4 districts will come in tomorrow for their medical checkups. He thanked the Pacific International Hospital Management Team for their support towards his officers. Edward Luke, National MTV News, Mount Hagen.
St. Anna's Annaberg Primary School, situated in remote Arabaka local level government area in Middle Ramu district, now has an 18-1 classroom to cater for its students' learning.
The school's board and management had saved over 500,000 kina from the TFF funds from the National Education Department from 2017 to 2024 to build the 8-in-1 classroom. Head teacher of St. Anna Annaberg Primary School, Regina Jagure, explained that it was a sacrifice of the teachers and the board of management, along with parents and students, that had made this possible.
You don't walk. There's like 8-in-1, yeah. You couldn't look in backside, yeah. And me no lick. try to walk through. So me look some hard work long you me all papa mama, all piginini, all board of management, now all ARPA stakeholders. You me look some hard work long am also now. You me got desperate day today. By all big man long you me, only looking hard work long you me, not only have a mass, also education in a slack. Inside there's a very remote place of Medang province,
The provincial member for Medang and Governor Ramsey Pariwa, who was invited to cut the ribbon to officially open the new school infrastructure recently, commended the school board and management for the determination and perseverance in establishing such an important learning facility for the school. Pariwa at the occasion made a commitment to support St. Anna Annaberg Primary School with 50,000 kina and also another 50,000 kina to St. Joachim Annaberg Junior High School.
So was government tingol some TFF and put him na me no make him work no mission up na mela togol some government must look him Annaberg Primary School. 18-1. An example blog TFF money and kiss him since 2017. Na emi kam na mi make him. Within 5 months, that's all me build him. I'm not a story.
The new 18-1 classroom is named Kanagula Jagure Building in respect of the head teacher Mrs. Jagure and her deputy head teacher Ben Kanagula. Natasha Ovoy, National, MTV News.
Moni Plus presented school kits to the students of Goilanai Primary School in Alotau, Milne Bay Province. The presentation was done yesterday.
Moniplas Alotau branch manager Edward Headley said that education is one of the most vital sectors that Moniplas continues to support. Mr. Headley said empowering students with such initiatives lays the foundation for a stronger, brighter future. He said the kits are tools that support learning, development and well-being for students. He highlighted that Moniplas remains committed to supporting both the corporate and public sectors with dependable financial assistance. Mr. Edley concluded that the firm will continue to give back to the communities through sports, charitable initiatives or educational support going forward. Pakatambua, National, MTV News.
Moving to news abroad, the U.S. president is weighing out whether to attack Iranian nuclear sites as Israel and Iran continue to launch missiles at each other almost a week into their deadly conflict.
I have ideas as to what to do, but I haven't made a final. I like to make the final decision 1 second before it's due, because things change. I mean, especially with war. Things change with war. It can go from one extreme to the other. War is very bad. There was no reason for this to be a war.
The US Commander-in-Chief was speaking in the Oval Office before meeting with his top officials to discuss the crisis. The Israeli army says it's carried out further strikes on Iran's missile launching facilities. And as Donald Trump considers further American involvement, the Israeli Prime Minister has thanked the US for its support. Benjamin Netanyahu says he's determined to press ahead with the offensive.
We have embarked on this operation to eliminate 2 existing threats to the state of Israel, the nuclear threat and the ballistic missile threat. We are moving step by step towards eliminating these threats.
Heavy smoke clouds signal another blast in Tehran. This missile struck near the Iranian Red Crescent Society. Iran says its air defence systems have intercepted Israeli drones, but many Israeli strikes are hitting their target. Amid the fighting, Iran's supreme leader has issued a stern warning to the US, firmly rejecting President Trump's demand to surrender.
The Americans, those who are familiar with the politics of this region, know that America's intervention in this matter is 100% to their detriment. What they will suffer in this regard is much greater than what Iran may suffer. The damage America will suffer if it makes a military intervention in this field will undoubtedly be irreparable.
Defiant Iranians are waving flags while driving through the capital, but the streets are largely deserted. Millions of people have left the city to escape the danger. Many have crossed the border into Turkey.
I came because I was afraid of the war. I didn't really want to come. I have children too, and I'm truly scared. People have been really panicking. Tehran was really bad.
I was at work in Tehran. It was announced that Tehran should be evacuated, that it was going to be bombed. So we had no choice but to pack up our things and come here for now.
In Israel, a grieving father says he's lost everything after his family was killed by an Iranian missile which struck an Arab city in the north. As the crisis escalates, Israelis are getting used to taking shelter. Many are seeking refuge at underground train stations.
I feel scared and overwhelmed, especially because I live in the densely populated area that Iran is seeming to target.
These stations, we have 9 of them, were built about 5 or 6 years ago, and they all been planned to be shelters for a case of war. These stations are planned to protect the civilians against missiles, just as we see now.
Balinese airport authorities say airports are back to normal after a volcanic eruption, causing dozens of flight cancellations to and from Australia.
This area here at the Bali airport has become something of a hub for people trying to find out what's going on with their travel plans. And that's because the volcano Lewatobi Laki has erupted on the island of Flores east of Bali. Now, people here, there are people here sleeping on the floor. I've seen people playing cards, even some just staring at this departures board behind me for quite some time as they wait away the hours while they wait for rescheduled or delayed flights. There have been flights to Singapore, Malaysia, China, South Korea, Vietnam affected, either delayed or cancelled because of this volcanic eruption. And there have been dozens of flights between Bali and Australia that have been impacted by this. I've spoken to people who are just waiting here hour by hour as their flights get progressively delayed. So safe to say a lot of people here are feeling very frustrated.
I have to rebook my ticket because they could only give me a new ticket for the 24th, which is in like many days, and then I won't have any time in Sydney where I'm going. So I had to book a whole new one where I'm going to land in Cairns first for 7 hours and then from Cairns to Sydney.
So there were people from Brisbane, Melbourne, Perth and Sydney. Fortunately, guys from Perth got a flight rebooked, rescheduled for tomorrow morning, and then none was for Melbourne, none was for Brisbane and Sydney, obviously. So we fail to understand why airline can't fly one more plane tomorrow just to make up for what everyone's suffering. I've got kids waiting at home.
2 villages near the volcano on the island of Flores have been evacuated, and authorities are warning residents to be vigilant for fears that heavy rain could make the disaster worse. The geology agency here in Indonesia says that the volcano sent a huge grey plume of ash 10,000 metres into the sky when it erupted, and that it recorded 50 deep volcanic earthquakes in only 2 hours. This volcano erupted in November, killing 9 people and injuring dozens of others.
National MTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
They're gold nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack. Get a burst of gold nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow.
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow.
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow.
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow.
When you're on the go, one more. One more.
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow.
Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence.
Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Your stay, your house, your home.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
Join me on House and Home for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
It's not rocket science. And many of these things too, like I didn't go to school, I teach myself.
From Hatok Man, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday, 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The PNG Hunters have made big changes to their team for round 13 after a close loss last week. Coach Paul Ayton is reshuffling the lineup for Sunday's clash.
The PNG Hunters are gearing up for a must-win match against the Brisbane Tigers. The key changes occurred where Judah Rainbow retains as hooker, replacing Trevor Tapia Solu. Finley Glare shifts into the number 6 role, while young Gairo Voro is being rested this week. Joshua Lau also retains, wearing jersey number 14 on the bench. Coach Paul Ayton says Rainbow's return gives them balance and experience in the middle. He believes this move will help strengthen their attack. Ayton also confirmed the confidence in Voro's future, saying the break gives him time to improve. Goal kicking remains a concern. Jamie Mavoko keeps the role, but Elijah and Tapia are ready if needed. Despite last week's close loss, Ayton praised efforts from players like Epel Capines. They aim to bounce back strong before heading to their bye next week. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
A special welcome was held in Port Moresby yesterday for visiting cricket teams. The event was hosted at the Australian High Commission to mark the Pacific Oz Sports Cricket Invitational.
Cricket teams from across the Pacific were welcomed yesterday. Australian High Commissioner praised the spirit of the competition and welcomed all teams to PNG.
We very much welcome the players and officials that are here. You are what we're all here for, to see you play. And I saw some of the games on the weekend, and the spirit that was played in was great to see. And the game I saw between Australia and PNG was very competitive. 18th over, I think the game was sorted. So I want to say congratulations to all of you for being here, and I very much look forward to the rest of the week in terms of the carnival.
Cricket PNG Board and Chairman Michael Harrison thanked Cricket Australia and the Australian High Commission for supporting this event.
And I'd like to thank the Cricket Australia through Emma Staples and Brett Wood for your assistance, and Megan at the High Commission here with the Pacific Oz Sports brand. They've actually put this all together. We thank you all for coming. We wish you all the best.
Cricket Samoa Stella Siale also added this support helps grow the game for women across the Pacific.
So thank you very much for making this happen. I know that the legacy of this tournament goes beyond just the final scores. It will be remembered of the confidence it builds, the dreams it inspires, and the pathways it opens.
The tournament brings excitement and opportunity to players from the Pacific region. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Cricket is more than just a sport in the Pacific. At a special event in Port Moresby, a leader shared how cricket helps build communities and brings countries together.
From within the Pacific, cricket is growing fast, especially for women. For many players, it is a path to opportunity and national pride. Speaking to Trukai Sports yesterday evening, patron of cricket PNG and who is the deputy governor for NCD, gave an insight of cricket development in PNG.
Slightly. Cricket, in my books, I feel is the first sport that was introduced by, I guess, by the missionaries into our country. So I've always felt that this is the first sport, so it should always be held in high regard, and there should be more resources put behind it. So, that's something I'd like to celebrate.
Mr. Toka stated the game builds bridges across islands, communities, cultures, and deserves continued investment. He also noted the women participation in the tournament.
Thank you all for coming to Port Moresby. I guess from a tourism aspect, it's always wonderful to see women's sport take the lead in this. Always wonderful to see more women's sporting tournaments held here in Port Moresby. Despite all the negative stories you might hear, I'm sure the girls from Vanuatu, Samoa, and Australia feel, I wouldn't say at home, but as comfortable as ever. So welcome to Port Moresby.
Mr. Toka said cricket continues to inspire the next generation across the Pacific. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Share the love with Gullah Ice Cream. Gullah Cone Ice Creams, Gullah Stick Ice Creams, and Gullah Classic Tub Ice Creams. Happiness begins with the Gullah range of fun flavors which create taste adventures and excitement with every bite. Treat yourself. Share with a friend while chilling. The whole family will enjoy. Everyone has their favorite. Which one is yours? Share the love with Gullah Ice Creams.
Gullah, Gullah, yum.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFUND. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
They prey on the living and come by the thousands. They will not stop until they get what they want. From the producers of malaria, dengue, and yellow fever comes a plague that will not and cannot be stopped unless it's sapped. Stop them dead with Sap mosquito coils, out now at your local supermarket. Rated deadly.
More to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. NGIP EGMAC Port Moresby branch has presented the first EGMAC East Civic School Rugby League Cup. The presentation was made during a small but important ceremony in Port Moresby.
The NGIP EGMAC group of companies Port Moresby branch has presented the inaugural EGMAC East Civic School Rugby League Cup. Branch manager Aaron Sam officially handed over the trophy to the competition manager Bradley Simon. The cup will be used in the East Civic School Rugby League competition, supported by EGMAC. Mr. Sam said the company is proud to support school sports and will continue to help develop rugby league in schools. Mr. Simon thanked EGMAC for their continued support. He said the cup is not just a prize but a symbol of discipline, teamwork and leadership in sport. He added that the support will help students grow both on and off the field. The EGMAC East Civic School Rugby League is part of a wider effort to grow rugby league among young people in the province. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
Tonight on Sports Scene, we talk SP Sports Awards night and we speak to the Darts Federation about the upcoming COC.
But darts is a sport that is played from the rural villages right up to the main cities. It's played by everyone.
Sports Scene tonight at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may hold him and walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And we take a look at the weather forecast for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City cloudy with some afternoon evening showers and possible thunderstorms. Darrow mostly cloudy with rain and possible thunderstorms. Karama partly cloudy with chances of brief showers. Alatau partly cloudy with some rain showers. Popondetta mostly fine.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Thursday, the 19th of June, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
Coming up next.
#1